Many rehabbers come to us all the time as they, to earn a living, they purchase single-family homes, 1 to 4 units, apartment complexes at a distressed level pricing, and they hope to infuse some value into the property by freshening it up, rehabbing it in some way, refurbishing it in some way, that at the end of the day, at the end of that project, the value of the home is much more than the value it was when they bought it in the condition that it was. There are financing products available, and we offer what we call fix and flip loans that are rehab loans. And people ask, what does that look like? These are commercial loans that are asset based, so we're looking less at the borrower and more at the property, but there's some caveats to that. Typically, there are 1-year loans, interest only, in which, depending on your credit score and depending on your experience, we'll offer somewhere between 70 and 80%, 85% actually, 70 and 85% of the purchase price at closing. And then we'll offer on a reimbursement basis 100% of the rehab project, as long as the total loan is capped at about 70% of the total ARV, the after repair value. So you're purchasing it at a certain level and you're putting value into it. And at the end of that, our financing needs to be capped at around 70%, 65 to 70% of that new and improved value. It usually works out, especially for those that have good credit and are experienced, it usually works out to 88 to 90% of the total cost of the project. So you buy a house for $100,000, you put $20,000 into it, and you're hoping at the end of that you're going to increase the value from 100 to 160,000, and we'll offer some percentage of that 100,000. We'll offer financing for all of that 20,000, as long as the grand total is capped at about 70% of that ARV, in my example, 160,000. Again, that's a 1-year note, interest only, no prepayment penalties. And as a quick aside, we are a cash down payment lender, so there does need to be cash down payment infused into the closing. And these are generally offered for 1 to 4 units, in some cases 5 to 10 unit apartment complexes. And that's a good summary of what a fix and flip loan is. No prepayment penalties, and we'll have some other videos or audio recordings to explain some of the other terms.